Welcome back, friends. Here we are at part 2 of my review, introduction, and gameplay of Grounded. The introduction of the game has already been introduced to you, so I don't need to get into all that right now. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to get into some gameplay, and I can show you the mechanics of what it's all about, or at least a good idea of what it's all about. I do have some saved files which I showed before in part 1. I'm going to get into a single player right here. Multiplayer still hasn't come to it's not available still, so I would like to show the new game. I might do that after I show you all the mechanics of me just going through it. That way you can just see the intro. um, Again, this game is only available on PC through Steam, Xbox, and here we go. This is my last logout, which was way back on November 20th. Here we are on the 10th of December. So a good 20 days since I even played, and I think over a month since I did that last video. Had a lot of family visiting and no privacy, so it led to a real long delay. But here we finally are, and I'm stoked about getting back into this. I'm just gonna start off and show you what the menus and the mechanics and everything that you can do in the controls. I'm using Max. That's the character I am. That's the one I'm using on this save. Like I said, I have used a couple of the characters, but not all of them. Oh yeah, just so we can get this out of the way. Happy holidays and all that good stuff. And hope everyone's having a safe last month of 2020. The probably the shittiest year on record, as far as like, well, for a lot of different things other than say like the depression and world wars and all that crap. Apologize for the long loading time. Uh, Once I get some editing software, I can start getting out of that and getting into this. He was just messing with me. Probably the fact that since I haven't played it in a while, I'll let it load up a second. That way the choppiness is done. Okay, but right here should be okay. Let's see. All right. Let it get all nice and good and nice. I closed on my other programs just for the hell of it. Okay, well, see, here we go. We got a little bit of what it looks like and the feel and the look of the game. And as you can see, it's very colorful, very majestic. You can see the little wind patterns and the little spores floating through the air. Over there in the distance, you can see the tree blowing, which is a nice little effect I like. Normally, you wouldn't see any of these things that are in the distance. They would be blurred out. I had changed my settings to so you could, or so I could actually see in the distance. Makes the gameplay a little better. I mean, if you want realism, that's cool and all, but I don't really need it for games. I mean, it's a game, so that's how I see it. As you can see here, this is my humble abode, and it took me several, I'll say, maybe a few hours, not several, to put it together. But I did have to figure some things out because, as you can see, the walls are made out of grass, and I left a little hole in here that way you can see underneath. When I first started building, I made all these, and I probably should just take them down because those are all stems that I could totally use for like other crafting. But I didn't need that. I thought I needed that to make a floor plan, but I really didn't. All you need to do is just like, yeah, just use your walls and like so, and they stick together. Kids is pretty crafty, MacGyver, I should say. Um, as you can see, I got my equipment on. I can explain what I have on right now. The last time I played, I made that little club with the little thorns, thistles in it, and it's a pretty good weapon. I like it. I just started using it because I managed to craft it. Normally, I'm using the little axe that's on the. You see those eight items that are down there. You can see I have my axe on my far left. Next to that is a hammer. What I got equipped is my um, and that's me throwing it. That was a mistake. Let's pick it up. I think it's X, I believe, to pick it up. Oh god, I'm just kicking it around. Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to do that. Okay. Dude, why am I not picking it up? Oh, there it is. It's X. It just showed up. Yeah, X. You hold, and it should be able to pick it up. But it's. I don't know why it's being a little girl right now. Huh. Oh, I don't need to open a door. I just need to pick up my weapon. Oh, this is embarrassing. I can't even pick up this damn weapon. Well, when I finally picked this up, either way. Next to that, obviously, is the bow and arrow. It kind of looks like that. You can see that. There's another blade next to that also. Um, and you can see I have a torch, and I have mushrooms, which is food. And I have there a little pouch where I can put water in. I got one drop in there. That's what that one signifies. It can hold up to 2. And that's like the bare minimum, the smallest one you can pick up. And I really have no idea why this thing is... Look, see right there, it shows X that I can pick it up. I really don't know why my weapon is not showing that. Could be a stupid glitch, or maybe when I threw it, I hurt the weapon, and now I just can recycle it and just pick up the parts. And now, as you can see, I can't find it anywhere. Oh, way over here. You really kicked it that far? Come on now. There it is. Spiky Sprig. That's what that is. Alright. Enough of that nonsense. Okay, there's one of the creatures there. This guy is, oh god, what are they called again? Let me look. Well, let me just show you my equipment, what I'm wearing. My backpack obviously holds all my stuff. My shoes, you can see there, are made out of that little guy, and they allow you to run faster. I got a mask on that I'll show you by pausing it. And you can see exactly what weapons I have. Okay, my mask that I actually found that within an anthill. There was a bunch of worker ants down there, and I was just trying to fend for myself, and I happened to find a mask, and there was a little skeleton there, so I guess a guy was vanquished before I got there, and I was able to take his mask. They do wear out, just like any of the weapons on any other crafting game, so you do have to repair them on occasion, but you need certain items to do that. And as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff. I'm already full. You can see, I'll give you a little idea of what everything is. You can see there's my hammer, axe, spear. There's some what I have equipped to me. It's like a little protection, as you can see it on my arms and shoulders there. And you can get a better view of what the shoes look like and everything else. You can rotate them and see your side. You got a little back, little side armor also. There's my bow and arrow. And you can equip here if you like. It's kind of cool to do it here, but when you do it on here, it's not paused. So if you try to equip doing it this way when you're in the middle of some kind of action, you're gonna get hurt. You could fall off, and you can die. So the best way to equip is use the keyboard, because I find it faster. Because I like to go in between the keyboard and the controller. I don't like to use just the controller to equip, because 1 through 8 signifies those where it says hot pouch, and you can see the numbers 1 through 8 right there. On the keyboard, you just push that, and that's the one that you're gonna equip. So I do that in the middle of the action. The first mess I made is down here, and it was made by an acorn. The way you make things is by crafting them, like I said, but you got to find recipes. And the way you find recipes is when you find an item, no matter what it is, you go and get it analyzed. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And as you can see, it says analyzed on the things. See, it says analyzed there because I've already analyzed it. So there's nothing that needs to be analyzed. But what you do is analyze. You have to go to a little these little like dome-shaped buildings. They're like little bases. And the first one you come across is over here. As you can see it right ahead over there. It's got those little triangles. It's like the Triforce. You start off. a little further down that path to the left. You see where that big old baseball is? And you got a ladybug over there just doing God knows what. And what you do when you find this and you have an item, you go up to this, see it says analyze. And you push X, of course. And look, everything's been analyzed. That's why it's all darkened out. And you want to grab that, an item, and just put it under there, and it'll show you what it can make and what recipe it could be a part of to create something. And it's pretty self-explanatory once you see, get what I'm talking about. But these are the little spots, and there's plenty of them. And you can see to the bottom left there, it shows a little water drop and a little like chicken leg drumstick. That indicates my hunger and my thirst. And also what that is the thing that's on my wrist, that watch. And I'll pause again so you can see it. See the little watch on my left, my right arm there? No, my left arm there, I'm sorry. That one. It also works as a little radar and a sensor. So when you get close to one of these, if you haven't found one, it kind of like gives you an alert telling you that one of them is nearby. So if you do get an alert, you might want to like search it out and try to hunt it out. And right above where it says SCAB, scab, a thing rises above that on the icon, and that shows when it's getting close. And if it stays high, there's a little meter on there, and the higher it gets, the closer you are to finding another one of these analyzing booths or whatever. These little spots. Well, I'm gonna go over and show you the beginning area. There's so many things you can use. There's a pebblet, and I can pick that up, and my inventory is full, so I can't pick anything up right now. And these little grass sprigs here. There's a sprig right there, and fiber right here, which is the most basic of things. That gives you one of those basic ropes, and you need that pretty much in everything that you can build, as far as weapon wise and mechanic wise. As you can see, I'm getting a little thirsty there. You could drink this water, but it's dirty. It's really not recommended. Oh, and you hear that music? That means something is close by and wants to attack me. So what I'm gonna do is get in my defensive position, which is the bottom trigger. And then when he makes an attack, I'm gonna either dodge or block, and then go for the swing. And pretty easy because this weapon is pretty strong. I'm gonna save my axe. Oh, look at the ladybug. I want you to see that. You can see the colors are very brilliant. He won't attack you unless he's on a mission to do something. And at night, you'll see their eyes glow, and that's when they're kind of like handling their business. And if you kind of get in their path, they'll get a little aggressive to push you away, but they don't necessarily go and attack you. They're like freaking tanks. So if you want to try to kill one of these guys, you better be ready. You better be nice and prepared. He actually might help me here. As you can see, he's kind of like... Yeah, 2 hits and it takes that this guy out. You can hold up to a certain amount of things, obviously. You know, like right there where it shows 8 mushrooms, that's the most I can hold. With the torches, I'm not really sure how many I can hold on that. I never really got the amount because you got to craft those, so it's hard to get a lot unless you're really planning on that. There's a baseball. I just want to show y'all guys that. Down here is where you start the game when you first do your new game. And as you can see, there's a case here. And look, there's 4 characters that you can pick, but who is this 5th? I wonder. It's most likely the scientist that got you into the experiment. He's probably the one that got all these things built down here. I don't think he did it by himself, but that's neither here nor there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of a story. There hasn't been a new update, like I said, so I don't see anything happening new that I've noticed. Look, there's an ant. He looks like he's on a mission over there. Max will probably, like, interact with it. You know, he's got a few things to say. Not too much dialogue in this game, per se. Oh, I just hurt myself there. And my energy is indicated by that red on the right, and my left is my stamina. And then you can see they make like little C's, and they curve around your watch there. To run, you just click down on your stick, and you don't need to hold it down. You just gotta click it and then push forward. And when I first started this, I made the mistake of thinking I had to keep holding it down, but no, that's not it. So I'm gonna drink some water here in my pouch, as you can see. And to drink, it says I got I believe it's the trigger. No, that's to hit it with. Should be X then. A, no, not A, that's jump. A is to jump. Um, let's see. It should be trigger. It should be. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I can't even drink. I'm such a noob right now. It's been so long. I totally forgot how to drink. And 8. And action is the right trigger, which LT is to slurp, but it's not allowing me to do that. It should be left trigger like I thought. But that's a little weird. Huh. Well, I'm gonna put it away. Get my weapon back in hand. I'm gonna put, yeah, this guy. Well, I do have things that I can drink out of, and like I'm gonna show you where you can actually get stuff, which this is a good place to build a base because you're next to a little food source and you're next to the mysterious machine, which that you get some things out of it where you get to figure out what it is, but you don't get the full story. Looks like there's no juice that has leaked out of this box for me to swig on. So I might have to settle for some dirty water, which I do not want to do, but it's best to like drink from like fresh water sources, which is usually just dew that is on the top of the leaves, and you're only really going to see those during the morning time. So I'm not going to find any now because it's all dried up. So I really got to find something to drink. I don't know why it wasn't letting me with my canteen. Maybe there's something in it that I don't need, or maybe it's dirty water and it's just doing it on its own, which doesn't make any sense. If you want to do it, you want to do it. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to drink some dirty water here, and he's not gonna like it.
I can't really describe how terrible this tastes.
So I'm gonna eat my mushrooms here, and gonna need a few because that dirty water really messed with my appetite. Okay. Right here, as you can see, I have my little fireplace, little campfire that I can set up. You can cook animal parts here, like grub meat, ant meat, even this guy. And it spoils whether it's cooked or not. So when you do cook it, see it says roasting spit. You wanna like keep in mind how long you had it. That way you know when to eat. And like the ant's all curious. If you leave spoiled meat around, they'll be attracted to it and actually they'll come and eat it. This is where I sleep. I don't really have a bed or any furniture like that, even though I can build it. The only furniture I have are these stairs that I made. Of course, this little place where I store my stuff. I made 3 of these. And this little sprig fence that I got going here. And these 2 lamps that you can light at night when it gets dark if you want to play in night mode. Okay, right there. Oh, look, I dropped this guy. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's on there. It's not important. There's where I have my weed stem stash, and this is where I have my grass plank stash. And it's good to have some of these that way you can come back and get them. You always don't want to be chopping grass all the time because it wears on your weapon. So once you get a bunch, put them on there. Come back and grab them. You also can set up where you want to be, where you want to respawn. And I'm gonna show you that right now. So you can see you set a respawn point. My respawn point is probably here. I haven't changed it. And you can unset your respawn point. And you can sleep, but you only can sleep where it says right there are between 20 and 6. And they do military time here. So 20 is 10 o'clock for those who don't know. Actually, it's 9 o'clock, sorry. No, it is 10 o'clock. My mistake. I'm all confused. Okay, well there's a little description of like my little area and whatnot. So let's what I can do, let me see the time. It's 15, so we got about a little under 5 hours till we pretty much where the sun's gonna come down, and all that. And this one gets you deal with the nocturnal beasts. Let me see if any of that juice came out of that box. I don't think it did. I'm probably gonna sleep just so I can get back to get my energy back and all that, and then I can start venturing out, and then you can see what that's all about. But let me show you what my axe can do real fast. It shows you to chop. I got the tutorial on thing where it shows you how to use your weapon. I mean, not how to it, but which button to push. Which, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't get in the way too much, so I don't sweat it. So I just kept it on. I don't need that grass plank or anything. I just want to show you that's what it does, and that's what they come down. You grab it, and you carry it as such. And if you don't want it, you just basically you just unload it with your left trigger. It looks like I'm gonna need something to drink again, and there's not much fresh water around, which is pretty ridiculous because that box should not be. There should have been some drops waiting for me, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you this thing over here. I need a second-rated axe or hammer actually, to smack these mints. See, it says, see that Roman numerals 2? I don't have that built yet, and you can make it into chunks and use that as food. There's a lot of like little things laying around in this. As you can see, it's very reminiscent of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and there's Auntie. I haven't seen a scorpion in this yet. I bring that up because due to the fact that Auntie got killed by a scorpion by protecting the kids. Okay, as far as like going through the controls, it's pretty simple. Of course, left controller moves, right controller looks around. A is to jump. If you're using the Xbox controller, that is. I'm using a Switch controller, but I got it with the Xbox settings, and Steam allows you to do that. B does nothing from what I gathered. X picks up stuff, which I already told you. The left bumper brings up your inventory, which I don't use. I like to use the keyboard, like I said. Left trigger gets the defense. Right does the attack, and you can do a hold attack, which I just did there. And the right bumper throws, and I don't want to do that, so. Well, let me show you my workbench real fast. And well, there's my other stuff. I'm going to store some stuff just to see if I can. Yeah, look, I got some room there. You can see I got quite a few things. I need to get rid of some of this stuff that I don't need to be carrying. I got 3 of these, so you can only have up to 10, so I can mix it with that, and there you go, it goes away. I have 1 gas arrow. I don't have any webbing here that I can hide away. Let's see. I really don't need that grass fiber or whatever. So yeah, it's a grass plank. Oh no, this is the dry grass. There's 2 different ones. There's the dry grass, which is the one I just put over there, and this guy, which is let's see. Yeah, that's a dry grass chunk, and this should be the grass fiber, the plant fiber. My fault. They look the same. It's just a little off in coloring. The sprigs. Okay, he's getting hungry again. You can see here, like, since I got hurt, I probably should use this just to heal myself a little bit. It's really annoying that I can't not use my canteen. I have no idea why that's going down like that. But let me see if I got any honeydew in here, because that helps with your thirst also. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's see. What about here? Probably not. Nope. Bunch of nada. I don't have to drink dirty water again. Fresh water's too far away. By the time I get there, I'm going to die of thirst. Literally. So I don't want to do that. Just going to have to drink some stank water yet again. And it's really annoying that this box did not drop any liquid for me. So, let's go drink some stank water. Yeah, like he's getting restless.
I don't want to understate this, but this is bad.
I apologize, Max. I'm gonna eat all those mushrooms and then go pick up some more. Just a little discovering right here. As you can see, look, there's a little tripod that shoots those little lasers onto that pod. What that thing did, I believe it shrank all the guys down to their size. Maybe they stood on it, but it kind of looks a little too small for that. So I really don't think that was the case. I mean, if it wasn't, I wouldn't be surprised. I think what this is going to be used for is to resize them. But then again, if it resized you, it should have downsized you also. See, because look, I'm going to stand right here, but it looks like someone exploded there. And that's not good. Hopefully that wasn't the case. At the beginning of the game, one of these was out of whack, so you had to find out what was doing it, and it was that one over there, I believe. And a bunch of mites were chewing on the wires, so you had to clear them out. And it went down into the underground, so you had to take out a few of those mites. And then once you did that, it got back to working again, and you just activated it, and then it just kind of went offline after that. Let's see, the time on this is 18. I still just got over an hour before I can hit the hay. I'm gonna do it on this path so you can see, just get a little idea of the little areas that are surrounding my base. There's plenty of paths. I go off the beaten path quite often because you got the map mode, and I'll show you where the map is. That's not the map. I usually push M for map. As you can see, this indicates where I'm at. See the little human head with the little wire. I mean, the little it looks like the Wi-Fi pointing which direction I'm going. As you can tell, that there's a there's no pause when I do that. So you heard the action still going down when I had it paused. So the best thing you want to do is be at your home base or something like that before you want to show something, or look at that and kind of discover what you got or what's in this menus. These indicate those little field stations, the ones I was talking about where you analyze your stuff. This is the abandoned anthill where I found that mask. I think actually I found it out of one over there. That was over here. My fault. You can see when you finally discover something, so it's going to indicate it and show it on the map. This area is the newest area. Right here, there's a bunch of zip lines, a big old tree you climb, big old fortress, like forest maze, a forest base, and I found a lot of stuff. And here's a little treasure thing here. Rash from Battletoads. Very hard, crappy game when it comes to co-op, but it holds a weird place in my heart still. If you, like I said, you discover stuff, it's gonna show up on your map, and you always know how to get to it. Here's another discovery. It's like a doll. It's like a rubber head of like a doll, kind of like a He-Man character. And that's like a soda can. Over here, got another punch box. Well, it looks like it's dark here, so I'm gonna go take a quick nap and wake up the next day and then do some discovering real fast. Will probably share that on the next video. Right now, this was just a little feel of the game, just to show you what things you have, at least somewhat, and a little bit of like gameplay action where you can see, his motions and what he can do and whatnot. Right now, I'm gonna take a nap, so let me do that.
I'm ready to eat my pillow. I'm so tired.
So what I'm gonna do right now is go try to get. Hopefully that juice thing has some juice, so I can replenish. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be very upset because there's no reason why it shouldn't have leaked out. Look, it totally hasn't leaked out anything. Yeah, there's something going on here where it's not working. This has never been an issue with me before. So what I'm gonna do is try to march my happy ass all the way to another box. And of course it's not letting me slurp either, so I don't know what's going on here. So what I'm gonna do is try to like find some dew on a blade of grass, and I think I see some over here. Yeah, you see that drop up there? Okay. What you want to do is bang it. Make sure you hit the blade that it's going to, and it should be this one here. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be and you just have to hit it once, and there you go. Just make sure it doesn't fall into a pit or like a puddle.
Tastes
I'm gonna
good.
slurp it, Look at like how it replenished my water. I mean, that's awesome. It really does well. I got to figure out how to dump out my water here on my 8, because since it's not letting me slurp, so I want to get rid of it. Let me see. I can't seem to get the water out of there, and I do not know why it's not letting me do that. See, it wouldn't let me pick it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back in my case. One of my not case, but one of my little lockers, little little lockers right here. And yeah, it looks like I got a little bit of room there. Um, I think I could discard it. Let me try it here by right-clicking it. Where the hell is it? Right here. So apparently I don't have one in there. So look, well, it doesn't say one there. So let's see if it says it here. Let's give it a shot here. Yeah, it still says one. So I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I'm just gonna have to probably make another one. Um, let's open this guy and get rid of this stuff here. Yeah, put that in there. Canteen is a great thing. You know, like I said, it don't give you 2 drops, so you want to get the bigger one, and that's what you have to learn. I'm gonna show you the workbench real fast before I call it quits. Right here you see all your you got your tools, your materials, what you can make, and it shows you what you need and how much you need. As you can see, the times numbers to make your stuff. Yeah, there's the canteen. I need to make a new one. I don't know what's going on with that other one. I'll just try to discard it. And you can make art too, you know, for your base. A lot of things I still have to discover, even though I have discovered quite a bit. When you set exclamation points, it means you found something new. And the new thing there, obviously, is the ant worker head mount, which you see on the left there. And you got your resources here. And it shows on the where it says used in. That's really helpful too, where you can see what you can make stuff with. The crafting it is not terribly difficult, and it's not too tedious. But I understand, like when it comes to crafting games, you need a little bit of patience. And you got to be in the mood to play a crafting game. You can't just pop it in like say like a game like Contra or like a first-person shooter or something like that. Well, anyway, that's the map there. I mean, that's the workbench thing that you can see, and you build a lot of more things, a little more high tech that you can't do by yourself when you're alone. But that was just a little not the intro, not an intro, but more of like a little, yeah, I guess you could say an intro of and a little feel of the game, what it's about, controls and the feel and the look of it. And the next one, I plan on getting into some more detail, and we're gonna do some fighting, do some crafting, and do some discovering, and do some missions, and I can show you exactly how you can get those missions and achieve points and other things and other goodies. All right then. Well, I appreciate your time, and I'd like to thank Sidespin Gaming Media and Nuts and Bolts, and my boy Joe Cardoza, the creator and founder of it. I look forward to seeing you guys again and looking forward to more gameplay and more videos. This is only the beginning, so look forward to more, and I'll see you soon. Peace.